Hey, Dr. Shakib here from Irvine Spine and Wellness Center. I'm here with Coach John, and today we're going to be talking about issues that are common to runners. So John, what are some of the things that you encounter with the runners that you think are worth going over?
So I work with mainly short distance runners, not so much long distance or cross country runners. But nonetheless, with short sprinters, I see a lot of hamstring issues and hip issues, much like, it's not specific to runners, but I see it a little more apparently in runners. I think some people think that just because you're not maybe lifting weights or doing something that's necessarily load bearing while running, your hip stability isn't as important as maybe doing something else. So that's one thing I definitely see.
That is also the case with me in my practice. I see a lot of pulled hamstrings, a lot of issues with knees, not so many issues with ankles, but definitely with feet. Now, all of these in my world go under the umbrella of failed posture. So when you're running, you're putting more miles on a car that is not aligned properly. So it's kind of like the chassis of your car is not the way it should be. You're driving around town versus going cross country. So if you're running, you're adding more miles on the body, so things show up more. How about you? Do you agree that that's the case?
No, yeah, definitely. I feel like while we're running, we definitely have what's called a single stance phase and a swing phase, where you're essentially balancing on one foot. But because it's not very long and prominent, I feel like people kind of blow over it or blow past it. And then when I say stability is an issue, I feel like people might think of maybe a Dynadisc or a Bosu ball or half Bosu ball. It's not what I'm talking about. Stability doesn't have to be that unstable when you're trying to correct something like this.
It's more of a balance while you're on one leg.
Exactly. It's balance while you're on one leg. You're not going to be running on a Bosu ball or on something that's that unstable. So that's the first thing I see with people trying to correct that thing. Or if someone were to take my words out of context, they might do something like that. I just want to say that up front.
That's all we can talk about.
Leave the Dynadisc, leave the Bosu balls, all that, leave that alone.
Well, we're going to be doing more videos on some of the things you can do to kind of up your game of balance as you're standing what we call mid-stance. So that's like going from your foot being behind you, midway over the other foot and right in front of it, the foot. One of the things that I also see have to do with upper body, the tension between shoulder blades. I'm seeing this more and more now in my practice than ever before, and that has to do with a daily routine. I'm sitting behind a computer, so there's a lot of forward shoulder, which plays a role when you're running because you're carrying the load like that, which it's gonna take us to one of the videos we're gonna do, which is the posture.
Yes.
So just keep that in mind. We're gonna make sure that we put the other videos we'll be doing related to runners at the end of this video. But let's keep that in mind. A lot of issues in the mid-back area between the shoulder blade transfer into neck pain and headaches, which, one of the physiological impacts of exercises is actually analgesic in a way. It's very relaxing. So you got to keep that in mind. It may come after running, in between your running sessions. So you got to just think about it in those terms. We'll be talking about some of the right shoes, what's the proper posture, how to attain and retain the proper posture, some of the exercises perhaps to do with balancing, brain-based neurology posture, and also some of the pre-post running exercises that you can do to kind of up your game. You got to remember other things have to be in place for those exercises to be effective. Anything else you want to add to this video before we move on to the next one?
No, I think that's it. I think you hit it pretty well.
Perfect. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you have any questions, shoot an email. We'll make sure that we have all the information in the description box for you. And remember, you're the designer and the director of your own life, so design and direct it the way you wish to live it. Thanks for watching.